how you once saw yourself into where God is calling you. If you saw yourself as a sedentary eaglet sitting in a nest, enjoying the comfort of your nest, it's hard to see yourself soaring. After all, soaring is more work, requires more muscles, requires more effort. You expend more energy. It's easier to lay back in your nest and say, feed me. Feed me. Love me. Love me. Acknowledge me. Open doors for me. Make a way for me. Me, 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 me. And all of a sudden, the food stops. When the food stops, it's a sign for you to move on. Mama's not dropping it in your mouth as good as it was. I rebuke the powers of the devil. I come against it. Can't you see the little eaglets praying? I come against Satan's power in the name of Jesus. I come against, I rebuke the powers and the principalities over this region. Mama should have been here by now. I come against the Satan. You delaying my blessing. You holding up my blessing. I rebuke the power. Where Mama? Mama should have been here. I rebuke the power, the principalities that holding it back. Prayed and prayed and prayed. What do you do when you pray and it doesn't work? When you rebuked it and it doesn't stop, you find yourself, I'm hungry. The food ain't coming, and here comes the problems, and the thorns are coming up, and I don't have the nourishment to rest in the place I used to be. I don't have the grace to do it. I always knew when something was over, I just didn't have the grace to do it. The grace. Grace will cover your eyes against what you're going through and make it easier to manage because you don't feel the weight of it when you have the grace to do it. Yeah, when you have the grace to work 2 or 3 jobs, when you have the grace to do it, it doesn't bother you like it would bother you because you got a grace to do it. You got a grace to put up with something that other people couldn't put up with. You got the grace to do it. But when that grace stops and all of a sudden you notice those thorns and thistles start coming up, now you got to move into another dimension. And Moses' thorns and thistles.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
This is the weather forecast on Today 95.1 FM.
48 minutes after 6, and you're listening to Today 95.1 FM. It's the 5th day of the month of May, and it's way past time for the weather forecast. So please apologize for kickstarting the weather forecast beyond schedule. But then let's quickly start off. We'll start off with Africa and Nigeria. So for Africa, we're looking at Johannesburg, and in South Africa, that's in South Africa, it's sunny. Temperatures are up to 21 degrees centigrade. We have at night a pattern of cloudy weather with temperatures dropping to 14 degrees centigrade for Johannesburg in South Africa. And from there, we're looking at we have Ghana, Accra, mostly cloudy with light rain showers, temperatures up at 31 degrees centigrade, the heat index expected 39. And then at night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. We see temperatures drop to 27 degrees centigrade for Accra, Ghana. And then to Nairobi, Kenya, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers, temperatures up at 22 degrees centigrade. And then at night, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. We see temperatures drop at this point to 15 degrees centigrade. And then for Cameroon. In Cameroon, now it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. This is in Yaoundé. Temperatures are up to 31 degrees centigrade as maximum temperatures for today. The heat index is pegged at 43 degrees centigrade. We'll see some southwest wind gushing at 29 kilometers per hour. But then maximum speeds are supposed to be between 10 kilometers per hour during the day. When it gets to 29, it will be gusting winds. At night, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 20 degrees centigrade, and there'll be a west-southwest wind. It has speeds up to 8 kilometers per hour, gusting when it gets to 35 kilometers per hour. And then also for Benin Republic, Porto Novo is cloudy. High temperatures of 31 degrees centigrade recorded. Heat index expected 42 degrees centigrade. There'll be a southwest wind that has speeds from 10 to 19 kilometers per hour. At night, we expect the weather to get mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 27 degrees centigrade, while there'll be a south-southwest wind that has speeds up to 17 kilometers per hour. And with that, we'll move on to Nigeria, and we'll have a quick look at Port Harcourt. We'll check out what the weather is like for Port Harcourt. Okay, so for Port Harcourt, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. High temperatures of 31 degrees centigrade for Port Harcourt today. Heat index expected 45 degrees centigrade. We'll have a south-southwest wind that has speeds from 3 to 12 kilometers per hour. At night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 24 degrees centigrade for Port Harcourt. We'll have a south-southwest wind, and this will have speeds up to 12 kilometers per hour. But when it gets to 27, it will be gusting winds that can get up to 27 kilometers per hour at night here in Port Harcourt. And from there, we move on to Owerri. Owerri is cloudy, temperatures up at 27 degrees centigrade today. Heat index expected 30 degrees centigrade. There'll be some light wind. And then at night, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 23 degrees centigrade. And then there'll be a south wind that has speeds up to 8 kilometers per hour. From Owerri, we'll get to Opobo. Opobo is mostly cloudy today with light rain showers. High temperatures of 32 degrees centigrade. Heat index expected 45. There'll be a southwest wind that has speeds from 5 to 15 kilometers per hour. And then at night, we'll be experiencing a cloudy weather with light showers likely for Opobo. Temperatures will drop to 25 degrees centigrade, while there'll be a south-southwest wind, and this will have speeds up to 12 kilometers per hour for Opobo. All right, so with that covered, let's check out what we have from the nation's capital. For Abuja today, we have a partly cloudy weather, temperatures up at 37 degrees centigrade. Heat index is pegged at around 64 degrees centigrade. There'll be a south wind that has speeds from 1 to 10 kilometers per hour, gusting to 18 kilometers per hour. And then at night, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 24 degrees centigrade for Abuja, and we'll experience a southwest wind that has speeds from 4 to 15 kilometers per hour for Abuja today, which is the nation's capital. And from there, we'll check out what we have in what the weather is like in Lagos. And for Lagos, today is partly cloudy, temperatures up at 32 degrees centigrade. Heat index is at around 44 degrees centigrade. There'll be a southwest wind. This has speeds from 10 to 21 kilometers per hour. And then at night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 26 degrees centigrade. And there'll be a southwest wind with 21 kph. And from there, let's move on to Kano. For Kano today, we'll see a weather that is partly cloudy, temperatures up at 40 degrees centigrade. A heat index is around 67 degrees centigrade, while we'll have a southwest wind that has speeds from 7 to 26 kilometers per hour during the day. It will be gusting to 38 kilometers per hour. And then at night, it's partly cloudy, temperatures will drop to 27 degrees centigrade, and there'll be an east wind at night in Kano that will have speeds from 6 to 25 kilometers per hour. So from Kano, now let's check out what we have for Ibadan. And for Ibadan, it is going to be a day that is mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures up at 30 degrees centigrade. Heat index is pegged at around 41 degrees centigrade. There'll be a west-northwest wind. This will have speeds from 3 to 12 kilometers per hour, gusting to 24 kilometers per hour. At night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 23 degrees centigrade, and we'll have a south-southwest wind that has 10 kph, and that's for Ibadan. So let me see if I can still touch a few more places around here from Ibadan. So let's check out what we have for Buguma. I think we'll check Buguma and Enugu next. So for Buguma, it's mostly cloudy with light rain showers today. High temperatures of 31 degrees centigrade, heat index of about 45. We'll see a south-southwest wind that has speeds from 2 to 12 kilometers per hour. It will be gusting to 19 kph. At night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 24 degrees centigrade, and we'll have a south-southwest wind that has 5 to 14 kph, gusting to 29 kph. And from there now to, from Buguma now to Enugu. Enugu is mostly cloudy with light rain showers, high temperatures of 31 degrees centigrade. The heat index is at around 46 degrees centigrade. We'll see a southwest wind that has 4 to 15 kph, gusting to 26 kph here being kilometers per hour. And then at night, it's cloudy. Temperatures will drop to 23 degrees centigrade for Enugu. We'll see a south-southeast wind that has speeds up to 11 kph, gusting to 38 kph at night for Enugu. All right, so I think that wraps it up for that area. And the last place we'll be touching before we wrap up on the weather today is going to be Okrika. So for Okrika, mostly cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures at this point is peaking at 32 degrees centigrade. The heat index for Okrika today is at around 45 degrees centigrade. We'll have a south-southwest wind. This is expected to have speeds from 4 to 15 kilometers per hour, gusting to 21 kph. And then at night, it's cloudy with light rain showers. Temperatures will drop to 24 degrees centigrade, and there will be a south-southwest wind. It has speeds from 5 to 14 kph, gusting to 28 kilometers per hour. And that wraps it up for Okrika. And that's where we wrap up on the really limited edition, shall I say, short edition of the weather forecast. But at the top of the hour 7, we'll be right back with the world news. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
They're saying that the explanation given by the military was not enough to say that he saved up to buy those houses or to buy. Man, let me just quickly get your thoughts here so that we throw that into the opinion program. I think I have a picture of what Fayose looked like on that day and what he was saying from that caption. It's not just giving him a certificate. We must see the
consequential order must be obeyed first, as to even those who have not attended the law class. Now you want that place is that place.
This is where it comes.
So why don't we start that first? You have that angle open now. Nothing is holding you from doing that now.
You look at it and make sure and understand that restructuring is what Nigeria needs.
Today's quest from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Catch Annie on this frequency, Monday to Friday.
That is absolutely their position. Respect the law. Now the question will be which law?
Today's quest, a sure way to start your day.
Because he hasn't really done anything here.
Yes.
Because both parties are contending.
I am a proud Nigerian. I have been placed here by God for a time such as this.
The degradation, challenges, and problems faced by Nigeria are the perfect backdrop for me to develop and utilize my God-given potential.
I will not complain. I will not criticize. Rather, I will use my skills, gifts, relationships,
and experience to find long-lasting and revolutionary solutions to the many challenges confronting Nigeria.
Nigeria will rise again.
Because I am here, I will leave this nation
A better place than I met it. I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth.
I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth. So help me God.
Let me tell you how I got this far.
This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
Live from the garden city of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Hello and good morning. This is the World News on your Premium Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, Rivers NUJ promises to partner with Neighborhood Safety Agency on crime fighting. Federal government extends deadline for linking of SIM cards with national identity numbers. Presidency raises alarm over alleged plot to pass vote of no confidence on President Muhammadu Buhari. And on the foreign scene, rebels kill at least 30 people in eastern Burkina Faso. And now the details. The Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps Agency has promised never to relent until insecurity in the state is reduced to the barest minimum. The Director General of the agency, Mike Chukuma, gave the assurance when he led some members of the agency and a courtesy visit to the state headquarters of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Port Harcourt. Chukuma said the aim of the visit was to present to the NUJ the court judgment in favor of the agency to let the union know that the organization is backed by law.
You're not unaware of the fact that when we started, we were bamboozled by some people who were even insiders going to the press to attacking us. However, like I said, we are not starting from the backyard, starting from the open doors. My coming to the NUJ today is significant in many ways to me because you are the voice that tells the public what happened. Our mandate is purely intelligence gathering. I want to make it clear. And sharing with security agencies, sharing with the communities so that we contribute to.
On his part, the River State Chairman of the NUJ, Stanley Job Stanley, promised to partner with the agency in the fight against crime.
In some part of the country, especially where police stations have been attacked in Imo State and other areas, that is one of the reasons why the two edges of Moscow Road are blocked. But in doing that, we are not against that. In doing that, you have to also understand that there are those who have offices along the road. One of them is, of course, the NUJ. I know how many times police officers have embarrassed our colleagues, including when they bring out ID card, that I'm a journalist, I'm going to NUJ. They have also stopped me, the chairman.
Operatives of Anti-Cultism Unit of the River State Police Command are investigating 18 suspected hoodlums apprehended by members of Rumalu Security Peace and Advisory Committee in Obiakpo local government area of the state. Our correspondent gathered that the 18 suspected hoodlums, including a native doctor and the man identified to be a police officer, were apprehended by Rosbach in a forest in Rumalu community around 2 a.m. where they were performing rituals. The leader of Rosbach in Rumalu, Henry Ngebuchi Amadi, who confirmed the incident to our correspondent, said their action was part of efforts to assist security agencies in ensuring full compliance with the curfew imposed by the River State Governor, Nyesom Wike.
On our routine patrol, we stumbled and noticed some group of persons inside the bush at Romalo community. And when we accosted them, we discovered that they were performing some sort of ritual, initiation and all that. So we decided to involve the police. When the police came, they were arrested and taken to anti-cultism unit in Romalo. There are about 18 of them, including a police officer deployed to special area police station, Rumokoro. And this we are doing is to complement the efforts and support the executive order of the governor in actualizing his dreams and aspirations to maintain peace and order in the state. I will continue to do our best as a group. We'll ensure that every avenue to fight crime and criminality, but we'll ensure that the governor's executive order must be obeyed.
The River State chapter of the Security and Surveillance Team of Petroleum Depots, Oil and Gas Association of Nigeria has called for an end to illegal refining of crude oil and vandalism of critical national assets. Chairman of the group, Andy Ideozu, in a statement said the call became necessary following the number of deaths recorded and the level of environmental destruction and degradation still being suffered across communities in the Niger Delta region. Idiozu said the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps have graciously agreed with PDOGMAN to eradicate all forms of petroleum crimes and vandalism of critical national assets. The statement further encouraged residents across communities in the Niger Delta to assist the team and security agencies with relevant information that will help end criminal activities. The Security and Exchange Commission has refuted claims that it endorses Ponzi schemes. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent Priye Izogu, the head of investigation and enforcement in SEC, Suzy Enebeli, said some of these Ponzi schemes showed fake SEC registration numbers to their victims to lure them. She also revealed that the troubled MBA Forex has never been registered with the Security and Exchange Commission because they failed to meet the registration requirements, adding that they have been operating illegally.
The Securities and Exchange Commission did not endorse any scheme that has crashed in Nigeria today. I can tell you facts that any scheme who claimed to be registered with the SEC were lying. They went around showing people fake registration documents. We actually have these schemes listed on our website as Ponzi schemes. So now it is a situation of buyer beware. Like I said, it is a responsibility of every investor to do their due diligence on whether or not these schemes are actually registered as they claim to be. MBA Forex has never been registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. They tried to get registered with us, but failed to meet our registration requirements. As a matter of fact, the MBA Forex are one of those market operators who were operating illegally. MBA Forex has been on the SEC website for over a year, with a warning sounded to the general public to beware.
The federal government has again extended the ongoing national identification number and subscriber identity model integration exercise till June 30th. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, gave the directive in a statement jointly signed by the Director of Public Affairs at the Nigerian Communications Commission, Ikechukwu Adinde, and the Head of Corporate Communications at the National Identity Management Commission, Kayode Adegoke. The postponement of the deadline, according to the statement, was also based on the request by stakeholders for an extension in order to make it easier for all citizens and legal residents to register. The extension came 2 days before the May 6th deadline earlier announced by the federal government. According to the statement, 54 million Nigerians with an estimated 190 million mobile numbers have obtained their NIN. The presidency has raised an alarm over the plot by some disruptive elements to throw Nigeria into turmoil. Spokesman to the president, Femi Adesina, in a statement said the aim of the disruptive elements is to create a situation whereby a vote of no confidence will be passed on President Muhammadu Buhari. Adesina recalled that the Department of State Services alerted on threatening moves by misguided elements to wreak havoc on the government, sovereignty, and corporate existence of the country. The warning comes 2 days after the Department of State Services says it will begin a clampdown on agents of anarchy in various parts of the country. Meanwhile, the leader of the Yoruba socio-political group, Afenifere Chief Ayo Adebanjo, says President Muhammadu Buhari has lost control of the country's leadership, adding that nobody needs to pass a vote of no confidence on him before the whole world knows that he has failed Nigerians. The Afenifere leader stated this in reaction to claims by presidential spokesman Femi Adesina that disruptive elements were recruiting ethnic groups and politicians with the motive of convening conferences where a vote of no confidence will be passed on the president. Chief Adebanjo said the president already failed and there was no need for any group to gather anywhere to pass a vote of no confidence on him. He claimed that the Afenifere and all other groups in the South who are agitating for restructuring are friends of Nigeria and the president. The Afenifere leader also described the 1999 constitution as a fraud, urging the president to, as a matter of urgency, return the country's constitution to the 1964 constitution agreed on by the founding fathers of Nigeria. The Senate has postponed its proposed meeting with service chiefs, the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, and the Inspector General of Police till tomorrow. This was disclosed by the Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, at plenary yesterday. Lawan said the security chiefs who were supposed to brief the Senate were engaged at the National Security Council meeting held at the presidential villa. The Senate last Tuesday, after an exhaustive debate, resolved to invite the heads of the nation's armed forces and other security agencies over the deteriorating security situation in the country. It has also resolved that its leadership should meet with President Muhammadu Buhari to seek ways of mitigating the security challenges ravaging the country. In the meantime, the chairman of Senate Committee on Army, Senator Ali Ndume, has raised an alarm about Boko Haram insurgents regrouping again in the northeastern states of Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa. Ndume stated this after plenary while briefing newsmen about his bill seeking to establish a Federal College of Education, Goza, Borno State. The proposed legislation passed second reading on the floor of the Senate yesterday. He, however, said the resurgence of Boko Haram activities should not stop the establishment of more educational institutions in Borno's south. Ndume said that the area which he is representing at the National Assembly has no higher institution of learning despite its size and population. Meanwhile, the proposed institution, according to Ndume, was to bring quality change in education by focusing on teacher education through teaching and learning innovations. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has said it is not the responsibility of the federal government to prosecute suspected kidnappers and bandits. Mohammed said this at a media briefing in Abuja, stating that kidnapping and banditry were not federal offenses. He was responding to statements by the opposition People's Democratic Party on the security challenges facing the country. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has asked the federal government to recall and mobilize all ex-soldiers who are willing to join the fight against insurgency. In a series of tweets yesterday, Abubakar said the security situation in the country keeps worsening and Nigerians are living in fear. He said no part of the country, including farms, markets, schools, homes, churches, mosques, are safe, noting that the same men and women of Nigeria's armed forces, whether serving or retired, who restored peace to other countries should be used to do the same in their motherland. You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, we'll be back. More news, foreign and sports stories. Stay with us.
Every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today 95.1 FM.
Welcome back, and you're still listening to the World News here on Today 95.1 FM. It's 12 after 7. One of the abducted students of Greenfield University in Kaduna State has been released by the bandits. Although the police and government authorities are yet to confirm the development, the mother of the student, Lorita Atahiru, confirmed the release of her son to newsmen. She, however, refused to give details of how her son was released and whether a ransom was paid or not. Some of the parents, however, told newsmen that the student was released on Saturday after his mother, who is the wife of a retired army officer, negotiated and paid ransom to the bandits privately. The parents had earlier informed that the bandits have been negotiating with them individually, asking of them to pay as high as 20 million naira before they eventually demanded a bulk of 100 million naira and 10 motorcycles on Monday, May 3rd. Meanwhile, parents of the abducted students of the College of Forestry Mechanization, AFACA, in Kaduna State yesterday occupied the National Assembly Complex, Abuja, in protest. The protesters, which include members of the Students' Union government of the institution, were lamenting over what they described as the negligence of the state and the federal government in securing the release of the children. The publisher of Sahara reporters Omoyele Sowore and Deji Adeyanju also joined the protesters. The main entrance of the National Assembly was, however, manned by security agents who denied the protesters' entrance. The parents appealed to the government and Nigerians to come to their aid so that their children will be rescued alive from the hands of their abductors.
Information reaching to us show that there is no single security in the bush in search of our children. Instead of us getting an assurance from government, the state government, what we have is threats that we will be arrested if any of us negotiate with the bandits. And we made it clear to them that we are not afraid of their threat. We are not afraid of arrest because we have been arrested since on the...
And now to the foreign scene. At least 30 people have been killed by gunmen in eastern Burkina Faso as rebels burned down villagers' homes. The attack, which occurred in Kodiel village in the Komandari province, had some villagers been attacked as they tried to escape from their village. According to a government official, Labidi Oba, who said rebel fighters surrounded the village and went house to house, setting fire on them and killing people, prayed for peace in the country. A resident who fled the attack said about 100 fighters entered the town on motorcycles and pickup trucks, adding that 4 of his brother's children were killed. The attack comes exactly 1 week after 2 Spanish journalists and an Irish conservationist were killed and a Burkina soldier went missing when their anti-poaching patrol was ambushed by rebels in the same region. Egypt has signed a contract with France to buy 30 Rafale fighter jets worth $4.5 billion. President Emmanuel Macron said in December he would not make the sale of weapons to Egypt conditional on a commitment to respect human rights because he did not want to weaken Cairo's ability to counter violence in the region. Egypt's defense ministry, which made this known, said the deal will be financed through a loan to be repaid in at least 10 years, but did not give details about the value of the deal or any other information. The deal will be a further boost for the Dassault-made fighter jet after a $3.1 billion agreement was finalized in January for the sale of 18 Rafale's jet to Greece. The Egyptian accord also reportedly covers contracts for missile manufacturers MBDA and equipment provider Safran Electronics and Defense, which are worth another $241 million. And now to sports. Jose Mourinho has been appointed Roma manager from the start of the 2021-2022 season. The 58-year-old will replace fellow Portuguese Paulo Fonseca, who Roma announced earlier would leave at the end of the current season. Mourinho was sacked as Tottenham Hotspur boss on the 19th of April and had said he would wait to be back in football following his dismissal. He has signed a 3-year deal with Roma, who are 7th in Serie A. Mourinho was dismissed after 17 months in charge of Spurs following a poor second half of the season in which they slipped from top of the table to outside the European places. This season, Mourinho suffered 10 league defeats in a single campaign for the first time in his managerial career. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. Rivers NUJ has promised to partner with the Neighborhood Safety Agency on crime fighting. Federal government has again extended the deadline for the linking of SIM cards with the national identity numbers to June 30th, 2021. We also told you that the presidency has raised an alarm over alleged plot to pass a vote of no confidence on President Muhammadu Buhari. And on the foreign scene, you heard that rebels have killed at least 30 people in eastern Burkina Faso. And that was the news as edited by Chinedu Uwuna. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget you need to take responsibility. Do so by washing your hands frequently with soap under running water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your face and high-contact surfaces when you're out and about to prevent the spread of coronavirus. I am Annie Abdul Salam. To have a great morning and thank you for listening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
This president's failed. It's about the future of this country. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back.
You asked us to vote you into that position so you can bring about that
solution.
So when you vote me, then you sleep.
Let me see if I can take another phone call. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
What makes a policeman to be able to feed is the gun he's holding. They use their gun to extort money from people.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No longer news that we are truly the voice of the people.
Am I not a slave in Nigeria?
I refuse if you are.
You're a slave. You're a slave. Let's not get to that now. So the Nigerian constitution.
He's
Bro is philosophizing.
You spot the difference now?
You can never plan the future by the past. He who has a right to live can bear almost anyhow. Lost time is never found again. It is the province of knowledge to speak, and it is the privilege of wisdom to listen. I don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. In the end. It is not the years in your life that counts. It is the life in your years. Make it count with us. Make it count with us at Today 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM.
Oh yes, my people, you say New Jonas Nigeria is set to have the first manufacturer store.
Waiting there for Ipoland, don't land for Nigeria. Waiting the sweet me pass be sent for Port Harcourt here.
You say waiting.
Phone headquarters. We're there for 3 share location opposite Ebonyi Junction, Rumola, Port Harcourt. 3 share location opposite Ebonyi Junction, Rumola, Port Harcourt. Where they go sell to people, where they buy one, like say they buy plenty.
That means phone don't cheap well oh.
Bio, tell me something. Yes, so no more distributors price, no more dealers price. Buy them for the price where it's supposed to be. Remember, sir, this phone headquarters day one for each country. Anything where concern phone no matter. Now waiting with the do. You go fit buy any phone for credit. Swap your old phone to new phone. Do phone insurance. Remember, anything where concern phone no matter. Now waiting phone headquarters carry enter Port Harcourt. Any phone where you buy, you go get customized gift. Our phone number is 090-4484-1366. 090-4484-1366.
With us in the studio is the business consultant from DIS Millionaire School, Engineer Ofon Monday. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So what is DIS Millionaire School all about?
I'm very happy to be here to talk about the DIS Millionaire School, because the DIS Millionaire School is for people who truly want to become a multi-millionaire, who wants to earn money every single day of their life, who want to earn money, millions every month. A lot of people want to become millionaire, but they don't want to be trained and be mentored to be a millionaire. Like I'll keep saying this, someone that wants to become a medical doctor has to go to a medical school to become a medical doctor. Someone that wants to become a lawyer has to go to a law school to become a lawyer. They want to become a multi-millionaire, you have to pass through millionaire school to become a multi-millionaire. In millionaire school, we are teaching people about core values in life, core purpose in life, money masterclass, financial intelligence, emotional intelligence, and we are doing these courses for now free of charge. We want people to come and learn and relearn and unlearn, because the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who cannot read and write. They are people that cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. So we have courses that will help people become financially free, because this program we come to find a lot of people are struggling because of ignorance. The book of life says people perish for a lack of knowledge. So we want to train people how rich people think, how rich people behave, how to set up, how to know them between liabilities and assets. We want to train people to know their left and right. So the Millionaire School is to mold you, train you to become successful, and that is why the program is a 6-month mentorship program. You can do it part-time, online, offline. Of course, you can do it, of course, wherever you are. We are organizing a one-day powerful business opportunity to encourage people, to show people how the Millionaire School and the opportunity that lies for you in the DIS Millionaire School.
All right. So you talked about people who want to become a millionaire by, joining the Millionaire School. So do you have any preference, like who can be part of this school?
Actually, the project is for everybody. You're a doctor, you're an engineer, you're a commissioner, you're a reverend, you are looking for what to do, you are a housewife, you are trying to survive in the present economy. You have to be part of the Millionaire School, because it is open for all. People that want to make a difference in their life, want to make money, want to achieve their dream, because there's abundance in my generation. There's no scarcity anywhere. We only have scarcity mindset, because a lot of us are associating with a lot of people that is not helping to become successful. Like I always say every day, we have a law called the law of association. That law says that we are the average of 5 of our friends. That means anytime, any day, you want to become broke and poor, you don't need fasting and prayer to be a poor person. All you need to do is to associate with 5 broke men, 5 poor people, become the next 6 poor person. Any day, anytime you want to become rich and successful, you need to associate with 5 rich and wealthy successful people, become the next 6 person. Because what poor people do basically is to discuss people, talk about Chelsea, politics, things that don't bring money into their pockets. That is basically what they do. Why a rich and successful man, we always talk about ideas, business, innovation, creativity, opportunities. So this is what happened in the 21st century. For you to actually become successful in the 21st century, you must be part of the class of people who will discuss, who work with the same mindset like you, who want to achieve success like you. That's why we are encouraging you to be part of a one-day business opportunity presentation about the IS Millionaire School. You can achieve more dreams and your financial dreams and goals in life. And it's free of charge. If you are interested in part of the project, all you need to do is to send us your name and your location to 0803 587 1917. Let me repeat myself again. 0803 587 1917.
Wow, this is so mind-blowing. I was about to ask you why it is important, but you've said everything. This is so... Anyway, engineer, what are your final words?
Okay, actually, the truth of the matter is that before the final word, I want to say this to all of us. I want us to understand that in the 21st century, you don't have to wait for government to do everything for you. Government may not provide everything that you need to become successful in the 21st century. So you have to stand up and take back your life. To stand up and become responsible for your life. I know most of us went to school. I know most of us are graduates today. But don't depend on that certificate for everything. Because there was a time that everybody was dependent on certificate to survive. That was when you finish school, government come looking for you, factories, industries. But today, the economy have changed. You have to create your own economy. You have to create your own destiny. You have to be part of your financial life and dreams. Take charge of your life. Stop blaming the government for everything. Stop blaming your father. Stop the blame game. Don't blame anybody. Because that's what most people do. They blame everybody for their life in that. Oh, nobody's helping me. Nobody's supporting me. No, what have you done for yourself? That's how to be part of the Millionaire School so that we can train and mentor you to become successful in life. So you can become self-independent, self-reliance. And this program is for people who have actually spent their whole life maybe working, they have little or nothing to show for it. People are spending their whole life building their dreams, but they don't know how to succeed. Some people have businesses, but they are confused about it. They don't know how to succeed after the coronavirus pandemic challenge that happened to us. So we want to actually give you opportunity to change your financial dreams, rewrite your destiny. You have to be part of the one-day business opportunity presentation, and you must come with your face masks, because without face masks, no entry. You know the COVID-19 is still on, so we cannot take more than 50 people per sitting. So that is why you have to send your name for a reservation with our customer care. Just if you are interested, send your name and your location to 0803 587 1917. I repeat myself again, 0803 587 1917. If you are interested, just for the last time, send your name and location for a reservation of seat to 0803 587 1917. See you on top. We love you all.
Hello. I'm actually looking for a place where I can do very good jingles.
Call this number.
What about a place where, like a comfortable place where I can record and produce my programs?
Call this number.
Sorry, this one is actually very important to me. I'm also looking for a good radio station where I can place my adverts. This one is actually very important to me.
This number.
This number.
Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. The voice.
0818 389 2850. 0818 389 2850.
I'm Chiwendu calling from Imo State.
My name is White calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John calling from Bayelsa.
Shamaka calling from Abia.
This is Toya calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial, why not take advantage
Showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your bank?
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station. Today, 95.1 FM. Voice of the people.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Let's talk football. Let's talk football.
What a devastating
Football is a leisure game.
Sports is actually my job.
Football is boring.
That's not true. It's way more important than that.
What a wonderful goal! Fantastic strike!
As far as I'm concerned, sports is all about passion.
Sports Attack, weekdays 7:30 a.m. and today's Sports Live 3 p.m. weekends 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
For all you need to know in the world of sports, leave the dial on Today 95.1 FM.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Brume, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
A very good morning to you all out there. Welcome to the midweek edition of Sports Attack on your premium news talk and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. It's Wednesday, the 5th day in the month of May 2021. To God be the glory. And Meg Cardinal is my name, your Dogu One Sports. And of course, I'm here to serve you your favorite breakfast sports show just the way you like it. On the menu this morning, I've got exciting stories from the world of football, tennis, basketball, motorsports, boxing, and so much more. So don't go anywhere. So I'll be right back to get the show underway after this timeout.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekunle Odwan, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
All right, our first spot of call this morning is basketball, where Rivers Hoopers head coach Ogo Odaudu has released his roster for the Basketball Africa League BAL, which tips off next week at the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. 13 players and 5 members of the backroom staff arrived in Kigali at 12 a.m. yesterday and were immediately placed on a 4-day quarantine. Now, the team is made up of 9 local players and 4 foreign-based players who recently signed to play for Rivers Hoopers at the BAL. Now, the Tiger star, Ben Ozo, Robinson Opong, Taryn Sullivan and Chris Daniels make up the list of the 4 players signed by Rivers Hoopers. Hoopers will play against Petrus of Rwanda, Gendarmerie National Basketball Club, GNBC of Madagascar, and US Monastir of Tunisia in Group A. The inaugural edition of the Basketball Africa League will take place from May 16 to 30 at the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. Let's look at the full list of players for the Rivers Hoopers. Point guards are Ben Ozo, Simon Owoicho, Victor James, and the shooting guards are Ronald Alalebo, who is also the vice captain of the side, Emmanuel Balogun, Benjamin Ikechukwu, Robinson Opong, and of course the small forwards are Taryn Sullivan, Precious Osibodi, and of course the power forwards are Buchinwiwu, Solomon Ajegbe, and the centers are Chris Daniels and Victor Anthony. Elsewhere, protesting board members of the dissolved 30 national sports federations yesterday issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, to reverse the decision or face legal action. Now, they also threatened to mobilize Nigerians to ground the ministry to a halt. The spokesperson of the aggrieved group, Frederick Abba of the Nigeria Judo Federation, stated that the minister should desist from jeopardizing the future of the country's youths, especially sportsmen and women.
Board member wish to inform the public that no provision in the Code of Governance empower the minister to dissolve board of duly and democratically elected federations, and no legislation, law, regulation, or instrument empower the minister or the Ministry of Youth and Sport Development to set up caretaker committee. The board members of the 31 sport federations hereby give the minister a 48-hour ultimatum within which he is to rescind and reverse all unlawful pronouncement he made over dissolution of duly appointed board members of sport federation who face appropriate reaction from the federations. The minister and the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports is urged to desist from jeopardizing the future of our youth, especially Nigerian sportsmen and women, by putting the country at risk of being banned from participating at the forthcoming Tokyo Olympic Games. The board members stated that Sport Caretaker Committee can never be allowed to replace duly elected board whose tenure are yet to expire.
All right, that was Frederick Abba of the Nigeria Judo Federation. Meanwhile, Rugby Africa, the governing body of rugby in the continent, has suspended Nigeria Rugby Football Federation from participating in all Rugby Africa and World Rugby activities following what they described as government interference. The suspension of the Nigeria Rugby Football Federation is with immediate effect, according to a letter from the African body. Reacting to the board's dissolution, Rugby Africa swiftly suspended the NRFF, that's the Nigeria Rugby Football Federation, meaning the country's national team, the Black Stallions, would not participate in next month's Rugby World Cup pre-qualifiers in Burkina Faso. In the meantime, Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, says any Nigerian athlete who does not show up for the national trials will not represent the country at the track and field events of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And now, Dare said this while addressing athletes at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja in preparation for their trip to the United States for Mid-South. The minister, who assured the athletes of the government support, said both home-based and foreign-based athletes must present themselves for the national trials in June before the Olympics.
Well, I think national trials is so important. You just heard what I said. Any home-based or foreign-based athlete that does not come for the national trials will not make Team Nigeria. That's how important it is. It's almost the second to the final point in which we finally form our team. After that is the African champions in Algiers, and that's it. So the national trials are very important. It's very important from even before I became minister. Every athlete knows that the national trials are important. That's why we pick our very best and then we send them off.
All right, the Nigerian delegation hopes to secure qualification for the relay events of the Olympics in the U.S. After missing out of the world relays in Celestia, Poland. The Honorable Minister for Sports also spoke about the possibility of a podium finish for Team Nigeria at the Olympics.
You know, beyond the noise, if you rise above the noise with the facts and the details, there's a lot of excitement. If you also monitor the circuit, just yesterday, Toby Amusa, who placed 4th or 5th a week or 10 days ago, she's hit her best form. She's the second best in the world. Followed very closely, Grace Wokocha, home-based, adopted. Their record are amazing. Blessing Okagbari. I'm talking about both foreign-based and even home-based. They're doing wonderfully well. When you look at wrestling, number 1 in the world, the Nigerian, in our category. Another number 2 in the world. And they've maintained that ranking. You look at the whole package. So we have exciting prospect in wrestling, in athletics, track and field, in taekwondo, gymnastics. Look at badminton. From being rated almost 100 in the world, we're necking to 38 now. So you must stay with the data, not with the noise.
Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, right there. And of course, ward number 3, talking about tennis right now, ward number 3, Simona Halep, was dumped out of the Madrid Open yesterday, losing 4-6, 7-5, 7-5 in the last 16 to Belgian Ellis Mertens, while Dominic Thiem claimed a straightforward win in his first match since March. Romania's Halep, who won the Madrid title in 2016 and 2017, is yet to reach a WTA Tour final this season. And this was her earliest exit in the Spanish capital since a 2015 first-round loss. Now, in the quarterfinals, 13th seed Mertens will meet her doubles partner, Belarusian 7th seed Arina Sabalenka, who dispatched American Jessica Pegula 6-1, 6-2 in just 52 minutes. Other quarterfinal lineups are also settled with world number 1, Ashley Barty, set to meet with 9th seed Petra Kvitova, while 8th seed Belinda Bencic is also up against Spaniard Paula Padosa, ranked 62 in the world. The final last 8 tie will see Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova play Karolina Muchova. In the men's event, world number 4, Dominic Thiem is to a 6-1, 6-3 thrashing for American Marcos Giron in his first match for almost 2 months. The Austrian, playing for the first time since a surprise loss to Lloyd Harris in Dubai, broke his 91st ranked opponent serve 4 times and did not face a break point. Thiem will next face Australia's Alex de Minaur, who was leading Harris 6-2. 3-love when the South African retired injured in their 3rd round encounter. Italian teenager Yannick Sinner booked his place in the 2nd round when his opponent Guido Pella withdrew with a leg injury in the 2nd set while trailing 6-2, 4-4. And 6th seed Andrei Rublev, meanwhile, had to work hard before becoming the first man through to the 3rd round, battling for 2 hours and 20 minutes with American Tommy Paul before coming through 6-7, 6-3, 6-4. The informed Rublev has reached at least the quarterfinals in all of his previous 8 tournaments this season. Well, of course, the former Madrid Open runner-up Kei Nishikori edged out Russia's Karen Kashanov 6-7, 6-2, 6-2 in the first round there. But Canadian pair Felix Auger-Aliassime and Denis Shapovalov both suffered early defeats. Auger-Aliassime, the 15th seed, lost 6-1, 6-4 to Norway's Kasper Ruud in the opening round, while 11th seed Shapovalov was beaten 6-4, 5-7, 6-4 by Kazakh Alexander Bublik in the last 32. World number 10, Matteo Berrettini of Italy saw off his fellow Italian Fabio Fognini, winning 6-3, 6-4 to book a third round spot. Action will continue in the tournament later today. But in boxing, former heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr., who recently went through significant weight loss, has opened up on the reason for his new physique. The Mexican who defeated Chris Arreola on Saturday was on top of the world back in 2019 when he shockingly upset Anthony Joshua and won his heavyweight title belts. Now, just a few months later, Joshua reclaimed his titles after methodically defeating Ruiz in their rematch. Of course, while speaking to TMZ, Ruiz opened up about the depression he went through following his loss to Joshua. He says the loss really messed him up mentally, although after praying to God, he was able to get a new mindset, and now he's ready to tackle every challenge.
No, I think the weight loss is going to be good and is going to be an advantage for me. You know, I think I'm going to be a little faster. I'm going to be able to slip more punches, bob and weave, and, things that we've been practicing inside the gym. And, and I'm still not where I want to be at, but I'm still way better than I was before. And the more I start dropping down, the more I start leaning out, I'm going to feel a lot more better than I was before. I needed to make a change because I was tired of the way that I was living, and there was just this one day that I was just depressed with myself, and I was weighing 310 pounds. And, I thought losing weight would be the big issue, and learning discipline, because I lacked a lot of discipline in my whole professional career. And like I said, I was depressed. I got on my knees, I started praying, and I started telling God for a new change, for a new mentality. And what do you know, the next day I woke up, and I woke up like a brand new man. And that's when I messaged Canelo and told him if he could open the doors for me. And what do you know, we're here now.
Glory be to God for changing that man, Andy Ruiz Jr. To motorsports we go this morning. We have former Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur manager Andre Villas-Boas will make his World Rally Championship debut in Portugal. Now, Villas-Boas, who dramatically departed Marseille in March, will drive a Citroën C3 in WRC3, the third tier of the championship for privateer cars. The Portuguese manager, who is 43 years of age, has previous motorsport experience and crashed out of the Dakar Rally in 2018. Rally Portugal, the fourth round of the World Rally Championship, takes place from 20 to 23 May. And that's all on other sports. Sports Attack will go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have time to serve you all the football stories you've been waiting for. Don't go anywhere. She'll be right back after this timeout. All right, it's time to talk football, and we start from the NNL. We have former coach of MFM FC, Tony Bulus, has been appointed as head coach of Nigeria National League side, Van Dreza FC. The tactician, who had in time past worked with Giwa FC, the Flying Antelopes Rangers International, and most recently, the Lukoya boys, or MFM, has now been charged with the task of qualifying the Lions of Nigeria to the NPFL. The 51-year-old and the holder of a CAF license is expected to lead the team as they take on 3SC in a reverse fixture at the Agege Stadium this weekend. And he signed a 3-month interim contract. In the NPFL, Enyimba will be up against FC Fanyuba later today in Aba in a rescheduled Nigeria Professional Football League encounter. A win will push the People's Elephant to fourth on the table. Elsewhere, Super Eagles centre-back William Troost Ekong says he is looking forward to playing in the Premier League with Watford next season. The Hornets will make an instant return to the English top flight following their relegation last season. The Nigerian international, who linked up with the London club from Udinese last summer, played a crucial role in their promotion. Speaking on Super Sports Nigeria Med, the 27-year-old central defender revealed why he had to give up top flight football in Italy to play in the English second tier, the Championship.
Well, it's been a long way coming, especially coming back to England and making a decision for Watford in the time to play in the Championship. I'm really happy that I've been part of this team and to have the success to get promoted again, especially straight away in the first year. And I'm really excited to be back in the Premier League next year, and I'm looking forward to show everyone what I can do there. I've always been someone who's been willing to put the work in and go the long way round. And I think if you believe in something, then you have to be ready to take on a challenge. And I saw the potential that they had at Watford, and I believed in the project. And sometimes you have to take a step back to make 2 steps or 3 steps forward. And that was the kind of project that Watford was at the start of the season. And I'm really happy it paid off. And just really glad that we managed to do it. And I've managed to prove myself right. And I think it answered a lot of people as well regarding the question if it was a smart thing to do or not.
The former Udinese defender also spoke about the national team, the Super Eagles, and the prospects of the team. Let's hear from him.
I'm just excited. I think you saying all those players and what they've been up to, of course, we all follow each other and see what we're doing around Europe and the biggest leagues. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to play for the national team every time I've been called up. And I think it's a really bright future for Nigeria with the team that we have, because I think all the players that you name now, they still have their best years ahead of them. God knows how far we can get with this team and what's possible. But one thing that we're definitely not short of now is goals. So that always makes it a lot easier as well for the defenders and the rest of the team, because the players are finding all the goals.
To the continent we go, where the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has announced dates for this year's Super Cup and finals of both Champions League and the Confederation Cup. The last 2 editions of the Super Cup were held in Qatar. And this year will not be different, as the football governing body announced the same venue as host of the match and is slated for 28th of May 2021. Egyptian giants Al Ahly emerged winners of the CAF Champions League, beating rivals Zamalek 2-1 in the final, played at the Cairo International Stadium, and they will face RS Berkane of Morocco in the Super Cup. Berkane did claim the Confederation Cup after beating Pyramids of Egypt 1-0 in the final. CAF also announced July 10, 2021 as the final of this year's Confederation Cup, while final of the Champions League will take place a week later on the 17th of July. The venues for both final is yet to be determined, as bids submitted by countries who intend to stage the finals are still under scrutiny. Both Champions League and Confederation Cup are still in the quarterfinal stage, with Enyimba, the only Nigerian team left in the competition. They will be playing against Pyramids in the quarterfinal of the CAF Confederation Cup. Elsewhere, ahead of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, Africa's governing body CAF has released the list of 68 stadiums that will stage the matches across the continent. 7 stadiums from Nigeria are among the approved stadiums and for the upcoming qualifiers. And they are National Stadium in Abuja, the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja, Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu, Adokia Messimeka Stadium here in Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom International Stadium, yes, the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba, Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin, and Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. The approved 68 stadiums were drawn from 34 countries. On the other hand, 22 countries failed to obtain the approval of the committee. Now, they are Burkina Faso, Burundi, Central Africa, Chad, Eritrea, Gambia, Lesotho, Malawi, Mali. Others are Mauritius, Namibia, Niger, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, and of course we also have Somalia, South Sudan, Eswatini, and Zanzibar. Let's go to Europe and bring you Champions League news. All right, Champions League is next on the menu this morning, and Manchester City reached the Champions League final for the first time in their history after Riyad Mahrez's double secured a 2-0 victory, giving them a 4-1 aggregate win over 10-man Paris Saint-Germain on a historic night at the Etihad Stadium. Pep Guardiola, manager of the side, who reaches the Champions League final for the first time since he won the competition with Barcelona in 2011, will now lead his side against either Chelsea or Real Madrid in the final in Istanbul on the 29th of May. Mahrez's goal also decided the first leg, and the Algerian, who grew up in the Parisian suburbs, haunted his hometown team again with 2 clinical finishes early in each half. Let's hear from the Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, who was full of praises for his man Riyad Mahrez.
Definitely, for all of us, for the club, of course, for what could I say? Incredible proud, and my first thoughts always for the players didn't play today. I know for them it's so tough, but they deserve to play. But everyone made his contribution in this Champions League season, and now it's time to enjoy it. Of course, we need one step to the Premier League. We have 2-3 weeks to prepare. prepare the final. Yeah, they put a lot of players in the middle with Berratti and Paredes and Herrera and Di Maria and Neymar as well. So when you jump, they fan behind you, and after they run, we struggled a lot in the first half to make high pressing. The second half, we adjusted in the half time. We jumped much better. We regained the ball quicker. And the second half was fantastic the way we played, and aggregate for 1. So a team like knock out Barcelona and Bayern Munich, so that means a lot to us, and that's time to, of course, to celebrate it.
All right, in the game played in unseasonal snow, the brilliant Riyad Mahrez capped a sweeping team move started by goalkeeper Ederson's 60-yard pass to extend their 2-1 advantage from the first leg in Paris. Now, PSG suffered a serious blow before kick-off when world-class forward Kylian Mbappe was restricted to the bench because of injury. They did not lack endeavor, intent, and had early hope when a penalty was awarded for handball by Alexander Zinchenko before it was correctly overturned. But with Neymar subdued and City throwing bodies in the line in defense, Mauricio Pochettino's side could not find a way through. Mahrez punished them again just after the hour when he turned in Phil Foden's cross at the far post to effectively end the contest. The goal scorer, Mahrez, also shared his thoughts about the match and says his side's next focus is to seal their Premier League title win this weekend before turning all attention to the UEFA Champions League final.
Yeah, it was a very good game. We didn't start good again. I don't think we had a very good first half, but we scored the goal, and then we was more comfortable after the goal. And second half, I think we played very good. We had a lot of chances. We could score more, and then they lost the nerves and they start kicking us. And it was good. They had a red card, and after it was more comfortable for us.
All right, that was a hero for Man City, Riyad Mahrez. The PSG, as they did when Sagai was sent off late in the first leg, lost their discipline, and Angel Di Maria was shown a red card for a senseless stamp on Fernandinho following a touchline tangle. Coach of the Parisians, Mauricio Pochettino, couldn't hide his disappointment in the post-match interview.
I think we feel all disappointed tonight. I think we did well. The plan, the game was good. We started really well. We play well. I think, I think the result is the most that what disappointed us, because in this type of game, this level, you need sometimes this percentage of luck for the game to be in your side. And wasn't for us when we can go in Paris. But the team give everything, and of course, I feel proud of that.
All right, so it's done and dusted. Man City are through to the Champions League final for the first time in their history. It's also their first European final in 51 years. Pep Guardiola has done it. They will face either Chelsea or Real Madrid in the final come 29th of May. Ahead of tonight's tie at the Stamford Bridge between Real Madrid and Chelsea. Captain of Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos, is fit to face Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final second leg. The 35-year-old has not featured since picking up a calf injury in March. Real Madrid boss Zinedine Zidane said, and I quote, "We've got our leader and our captain with us. I won't be taking any risks. Sergio is here with us. That means that he's ready to play. That's all it means." End of quote. Zinedine Zidane right there. On his part, Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel says he's not bothered by the inclusion of Sergio Ramos in the Los Blancos squad.
Or maybe play no striker at all, then Ramos has nothing to fight against. Can also be a solution. I have not made my mind up yet. Let's wait if he is fit. When he's fit is another challenge, because he is the leader of the group, and he is the guy to give a lot of solutions to any questions that we will hopefully ask them. Yeah.
All right, that was Thomas Tuchel speaking ahead of tonight's encounter between Chelsea and Real Madrid at Stamford Bridge. Remember, the first leg ended 1-1 in Spain. So tonight, they will be knowing who will go through to face Manchester City in the final of the competition. Let's leave the Champions League and let you know that Jose Mourinho has been appointed Roma manager from the start of next season. The 58-year-old will replace fellow Portuguese Paulo Fonseca, who Roma announced earlier on Tuesday would leave at the end of the current season. Mourinho, sacked by Tottenham on the 19th of April, has signed a 3-year deal with the three-time Serie A champions. I will quote him. He says, "The incredible passion of the Roma fans convinced me to accept the job, and I cannot wait to start next season." He went on to say, Thank you to the Friedkin family for choosing me and choosing me to lead this great club. After meetings with the ownership and Thiago Pinto, I immediately understood the full extent of their ambitions. It is the same ambition and drive that has always motivated me, and together we want to build a winning project. Jose Mourinho speaking right there. He is a serial winner. Take nothing away from him. And that's the start of the package this morning. Obrigado to Victor Oriahi, your favorite Melanin Sports presenter, who put this package together. Emeka Dena is my name. You're, of course, the Odogu one of sports. I'll be back, God willing, by 3 p.m. with the rest of the guys for today's Sports Live. Until then, do have yourselves a wonderful day out there and keep it locked on this dial. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Murakosi! Thank you.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
With us in the studio is the business consultant from DIS Millionaire School, Engineer Ofon Monday. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So what is DIS Millionaire School all about?
I'm very happy to be here to talk about the DIS Millionaire School, because the DIS Millionaire School is for people who truly want to become a multi-millionaire, who wants to earn money every single day of their life, who want to earn money, millions every month. A lot of people want to become millionaire, but they don't want to be trained and be mentored to be a millionaire. Like I'll keep saying this, someone that wants to become a medical doctor has to go to a medical school to become a medical doctor. Someone that wants to become a lawyer has to go to a law school to become a lawyer. They want to become a multi-millionaire, you have to pass through millionaire school to become a multi-millionaire. In millionaire school, we are teaching people about core values in life, core purpose in life, money masterclass, financial intelligence, emotional intelligence, and we are doing these courses for now free of charge. We want people to come and learn and relearn and unlearn, because the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who cannot read and write. They are people that cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. So we have courses that will help people become financially free, because this program we come to find a lot of people are struggling because of ignorance. The book of life says people perish for a lack of knowledge. So we want to train people how rich people think, how rich people behave, how to set up, how to know them between liabilities and assets. We want to train people to know their left and right. So the Millionaire School is to mold you, train you to become successful, and that is why the program is a 6-month mentorship program. You can do it part-time, online, offline. Of course, you can do it, of course, wherever you are. We are organizing a one-day powerful business opportunity to encourage people, to show people how the Millionaire School and the opportunity that lies for you in the DIS Millionaire School.
All right. So you talked about people who want to become a millionaire by, joining the Millionaire School. So do you have any preference, like who can be part of this school?
Actually, the project is for everybody. You're a doctor, you're an engineer, you're a commissioner, you're a reverend, you are looking for what to do, you are a housewife, you are trying to survive in the present economy. You have to be part of the Millionaire School, because it is open for all. People that want to make a difference in their life, want to make money, want to achieve their dream, because there's abundance in my generation. There's no scarcity anywhere. We only have scarcity mindset, because a lot of us are associating with a lot of people that is not happy to become successful. Like I always say every day, we have a law called the law of association. That law says that we are the average of 5 of our friends. That means anytime, any day, you want to become broke and poor, you don't need fasting and prayer to be a poor person. All you need to do is to associate with 5 broke men, 5 poor people, become the next 6 poor person. Any day, anytime you want to become rich and successful, you need to associate with 5 rich and wealthy successful people, become the next 6 person. Because what poor people do basically is to discuss people, talk about Chelsea, politics, things that don't bring money into their pockets. That is basically what they do. Why a rich and successful man, we always talk about ideas, business, innovation, creativity, opportunities. So this is what happened in the 21st century. For you to actually become successful in the 21st century, you must be part of the class of people who will discuss, who work with the same mindset like you, who want to achieve success like you. That's why we are encouraging you to be part of a one-day business opportunity presentation about the DIS Millionaire School. You can achieve more dreams and your financial dreams and goals in life. And it's free of charge. If you are interested in part of the project, all you need to do is to send us your name and your location to 0803 587 1917. Let me repeat myself again. 0803 587 1917.
Wow, this is so mind-blowing. I was about to ask you why it is important, but you've said everything. This is so... Anyway, Engineer, what are your final words?
Okay, actually, the truth of the matter is that before the final word, I want to say this to all of us. I want us to understand that in the 21st century, you don't have to wait for government to do everything for you. Government may not provide everything that you need to become successful in the 21st century. So you have to stand up and take back your life. Stand up and become responsible for your life. I know most of us went to school. I know most of us are graduates today, but don't depend on that certificate for everything. Because there was a time that everybody was dependent on certificate to survive. That was when you finish school, government come looking for you, factories, industries. But today, the economy have changed. You have to create your own economy. You have to create your own destiny. You have to be part of your financial life and dreams. Take charge of your life. Stop blaming the government for everything. Stop blaming your father. Stop the blame game. Don't blame anybody. Because that's what most people do. They blame everybody for their life in that. Oh, nobody's helping me. Nobody's supporting me. No, what have you done for yourself? That's how to be part of the Millionaire School so that we can train and mentor you to become successful in life. So you can become self-independent, self-reliance. And this program is for people who have actually spent their whole life maybe working, they have little or nothing to show for it. People are spending their whole life building their dreams, but they don't know how to succeed. Some people have businesses, but they are confused about it. They don't know how to succeed after the coronavirus pandemic challenge that happened to us. So we want to actually give you opportunity to change your financial dreams, rewrite your destiny. You have to be part of the one-day business opportunity presentation, and you must come with your face masks, because without face masks, no entry. You know the COVID-19 is still on, so we cannot take more than 50 people per sitting. So that is why you have to send your name for a reservation with our customer care. Just if you are interested, send your name and your location to 0803-587-1917. I'll repeat myself again, 0803-587-1917. If you are interested, just for the last time, send your name and location for a reservation of seat to 0803-587-1917. See you on top. We love you all.
She no like it, got on naughty, but she go chop if you give her cucumber. Waka from Transamadi.
No day waka from Transamadi again, no. You fit fly from Port Harcourt, go any part of the world with the Kajad You Fit Fly travel packages the way we get from Kenya to Dubai. This now in partnership with the Miss Port Harcourt City Beauty Pageant. As we join body with all the fine queens them, go party for inside Kenya and Dubai from the 12th to go to the 18th of May. We just shaking money of 670,000. You fit get your return flight ticket, hotel accommodation, airport transfer, Kenya and Dubai visa, menu wey be send and feed yourself, plus including a correct VIP ticket to Miss Port Harcourt City Show live inside the city of Port Harcourt, plus including a free visa application to America. Or you call our number to know more information. The number is 090-185-851-77. The number again is 090-185-851-77. Our office now for 49 Iwofe Road, opposite First Bank off Adajord by Pepperoni, here for inside Pitakwa. You fit fly. Niger #1 for travel matter and Matthias.
Don't play me your tape for artillery.
.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Wake up to today's quest.
Wake up.
All the news and information you need in one go. Get started with the best of sports, lifestyle, analysis, and Annie.
Can you feel